What's shaking? Everybody getting themselves into on this wacky Wednesday. You already know we right here. We're decided to hop on, chop it up with individuals, see what's the talk of the town is going down, the word on the curve. You heard me. Here in Southern California, it's a hot ass day, sunny hot ass day, clear skies, beautiful day to be out and enjoying it. But you already know we right here. Gotta grind like always, all the time, never ends. Let me just set this up real quick. Okay. Now, for those who are curious, I did drop a new video on this channel. If you guys want to go scope it out about one of the world's youngest serial killers, and on my other channel, you guys could go scope out the battle rap reactions I have been dropping. What's cracking, Alex Jones, mom? What's good with you, my boy? How you been? Gravy? Can't wait to move to LA this summer. That's right, my boy. Gonna enjoy it. That's good, bro. That's good. Gonna be different from where you staying at now, Northern Cali. So what, like the Sacramento area, or give it a shadow look. What's cracking, like Mr. Pasa's definitely up in the casa for the raza. Whoa, whoa. Dashpo, what's good, my boy? What's good? What's good? What's cracking, lacking? What's good up in the hood? You already know we right here. We chilling. Home cooked. That's right, my boy. Ain't nothing better than that home cooking. You feel me? So I know exactly what you mean, bro. For my lunch, I had a torta. A torta. It was all right. It was all right. It was all right. A little lacking on the meat. A little lacking in the meat. More lettuce than anything, but it's all gravy. Shit, it almost seemed like a veggie one. Like, damn. Hey, motherfuckers holding back. Thought I was an omnivore or something. Bitch, we a carnivore. Do you bring lunch or do they? It depends. It depends. If there's any leftovers, then yeah, I bring lunch, and if not, then you know we get. But normally, my wife always packs me lunch, right? But once in a while, you know, I got days where you know we get something. Today happened to be one of those days. Is a small town between Stockton and Sacramento. All right. I feel you. All right, so there again, and that's a big transition to a big city. Like, are you moving to like the city of Los Angeles or just the county of Los Angeles, like the area around Los Angeles? Because like the city of Los Angeles is like what's considered like the shopping district area. So what's you know, like by Chinatown and the Staples Center and that area, that's actually considered the city of Los Angeles. Then you got the surrounding areas that you know are in the county of Los Angeles, but are considered their own different cities. But everybody considers it all LA in either way. Oh, Long Beach. Okay, yeah, that's you going to Long Beach. That's right. Because you'll be surprised how people get offended when you say like, oh, you know, like those areas, like, oh yeah, right here in the city of Los Angeles. Hey, you're in Long Beach, bro. It's different. Like it's the same shit, bro. Because you know, if you say you live in LA, like Los Angeles, people think that you live like by the downtown area, right? Like by Staples Centers and all that. What are your thoughts on people generating and gaining weight or not? Like people who eat a lot. Like there's people that are different, bro. Yeah, you know, it's just genetically wise. You know, people are just we're different. I know everybody always uses that shit that you know we're all the same, but we're truly not though. We're not even close to being alike, right? You know, some people are some people just gain weight faster than others. Some people could eat a lot and just never gain the weight. Some people have more stamina. Some people are more athletic. You know what I mean? I look at Michael Jordan. You know, when he would jump and other players would jump, he was able to stay in the air longer than the other players. There's some players that could jump higher, and that's something you can't learn. You know, you're born genetically wise. Kawhi Leonard's hands are 3 times the size of any normal man, and making him able to grip the ball better. You know, so it gives them kind of an advantage, I guess you could say, right? Some people, have a quick step to them. Some people could learn better than other people, right? You have in the world. You have 13, 12-year-olds that are already graduating universities like Yale and Harvard at 13 and 12 years old. They're gonna tell me that we all the same, right? Like we're just different, bro. That's why it always blows my mind when people want to critique others and then be like, well, I did it, I was able to do it, why can't they do it? Like, because we're not all the same, you dumb fuck. What kind of shit is that? But it's the excuse that everybody uses. But in all true reality, if you break it down, we're not all the same, bro. We're not even close to being the same. The ignorance in individuals, but they want to use it at the convenience, though. You know what I mean? Because then if not, their argument falls apart. That shit's always funny to me. Well, that's great that you were able to do that on your own. Congratulations. Must be nice. And then there's some people that are just more, thick. You say, hi, what's up? Hello there. Ryan, there's a woman who works for the dealership in the city. Oh, serio? Foursomes? No, I haven't, bro. But then again, I get surprised at still some of the cities around this bitch. Like, what? Where? How many districts, have names to them. It's crazy. Have you heard about the channel Barrio Tales? It's so... What are you... Yeah, I heard about Barrio Tales. Yeah, it's a good show. Good channel. He does his thing. Ross just dropped a 4-hour documentary on Big U indictment. Did he? He actually does pretty good work. He takes his craft very seriously. Very, the way he structures his documentaries, almost professional, like, so the individual definitely has a skill for that, you know what I mean? And he does his research, so, Now, although Big U is kind of out of his norm, what he drops, right, out of his element a little bit, right? Because Big U's not a rapper, right? So, so I'm actually curious of how that would be, right? Because, not actually knowing on the gang element of it, but then speaking on it, it's a whole lot different than, you speaking on the music, which is, available to, the public, right? So, maybe interesting. He said I took a dip for your man. Otra vez, carnal? What are your thoughts on people who refuse to believe stuff like they're being around because they don't trust? It just shows that they have, a lot of issues. But, they can believe what they want. It makes no difference. Sounds like Speedy Gonzalez. Sí, señor. What's good, Shadow? What's cracking like in Derek's definitely up in the building. Facts, I grew up in IE, but there is so many cities, SoCal, even IE. Still, yeah, facts. Orange County as well. San Diego. All of that area. They got all kinds of different cities. Shit, even the Valley, the San Fernando Valley. People refer to the Valley as LA or Santa Monica as LA. Yeah, but we're LA County, just not LA. But I think it's also mind blowing when people be like, well, San Fernando Valley and LA is two different. Like it's not the same shit. Like, meaning as in we wouldn't have no idea how LA works when it's like, bro, we share LAPD. Like, what are you talking about? Like they make it seem like they want to make it seem like if the Valley's far, far away from Los Angeles, bro, that we like are completely, left in the outs and wouldn't understand the dynamics of LA when it's just like we're like a 10-minute drive away. Like goofball ass people. LA County, San Bernardino County, the two biggest counties in the United States. Yeah, facts. Shit, San Bernardino is bigger than some fucking states. Shit, California is bigger than some countries. California is bigger than Italy. That's crazy in itself, I have to think. Like, bro, it's bigger than the whole entire fucking country of Italy. just one state. Some people will be like, "Oh, how come the other countries are, like, it's not the same like the United States when it comes to like their um the money revenue and military and stuff like that." And it's like, well, maybe some of our states are bigger than their whole entire countries. Kind of shit is that? You know, not just California, but look at Texas as well. You know what I mean? And it's not like the fucking state is just like there's parts of the states where it's like vast of meadows and fucking jungle and shit like that. Nah, bro, it's fucking people up the ass throughout the whole entire fucking state. So it's not like we just have like these fucking jungles of no people around. Shit, this is jam packed like sardines. Same with Highland Park. Listen, get a job. Oh, wow, bro, I'm at work right now. I'm on my lunch break. I'm gonna get another job. What are your favorite hobbies? Rapping. I like to rap. What are your thoughts on and Coronas? What's your affiliation with El Chapo? None. Hell, El Chapo. Why? Because I'm Mexican. Can I tell you a secret? No. I refuse to learn any secrets. How's it going? We good. How about yourself? Hello there. Amigo from Little Rock, Arkansas. Hey, well, shout out to Local Priest gave me candy when I was young boy. I hope you mean an actual candy. He me too. And the sad part is that actually really does happen. As a matter of fact, a priest actually got arrested recently in the city of Downey for molesting children. So that's sick and crazy that shit like that is still happening, unfortunately. Order in the works, remaining the San Andreas faults and do some. Have you heard about the OC rapper? He was a tagger who got stabbed and ended up snitching on the person who stabbed him. Some people call him a snitch, but his fans say he. But see, that's the thing. Oh, he wasn't a gangster? Oh, he wasn't a gang member. All right. No, I never heard of this story. This is the first time hearing it. Well, if he's not a gang member, then why should he stick to gangster rules then? that just always blows my mind. Like, so people are not gang members yet. They expect them to follow gangster rules. Like, interesting. Why should he follow gangster rules? If he would want to follow gangster rules and actually wanted to live by that code, then he would have joined the gang. So, like, you expect people that don't want to join gangs and are not a part of that life to follow those structures as well? Like, what other rules should they follow? Or do you just pick and choose, like how that works? I'm telling you, bro, but movies, influencers push this agenda when they speak on shit that they don't know, right? And they get people to believe that, saying shit like this is like appropriate, right? Or that they know actually what is considered what, when clearly they have no fucking idea. Like, that fool's a snitch. He's a snitch? Why? What neighborhood does he belong to? What gang is he from? Oh, he ain't from no gang. Okay, then how the fuck is he a snitch? Like, okay, so what illegal activity you want to go do with that fool? Oh, well, no, they didn't even know each other. Like, all right, then, motherfucker, how's he a snitch? I don't get it. You know what a snitch is, right? So he was a criminal who agreed with this other individual to go and do something, and he told on him. No? Okay, then I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, oh, it's because he told. Like, well, telling it's not the same thing, bro. You know what makes the big difference from somebody telling to a snitch? The big ass difference is that the snitch actually agrees to commit the crime with the individual. Like, hey, yeah, let's go and do this. And then they get caught, and he's like, nah, fuck that. It was him. That's the big difference, right? That he participated willingly. He went willingly. While this person who told has no crime affiliation, no street life, no nothing like that, right? This happens and now he's pointing him out. You see the difference? This guy had no part in nothing, minding his own business. That's what makes the snitch the snitch. You see the grand difference. But people, they blurred the lines. It's like, these fucking people. This world it's a trip. See what rap does now. See what influence do. See when people speak shit that they don't know about, they got people over here thinking all kinds of stupid shit. Oh, he was a tiger from a tagging crew. And then orale. I'm not intelligent, but I do like to educate myself, though. But, I wouldn't say that, I'm intelligent or smart or nothing like that, right? But because he's nice, taggers from forward tagging. Okay, so he was a tagger. So he was doing illegal activity. He was a part of the illegal madness, because when you're a tagger, you're aware that potentially you could be attacked by other taggers. So you know the activities you're doing and what shit could happen, right? And now that it does happen, you're gonna go and tell, no, then you shouldn't have been playing the games then. See? Then he is a snitch, because he was playing the games, knowing damn well that potentially what could happen to you playing the games. So now that, it did happen, now there's no. You don't get to point the finger now. You were participating. You thought it was all cool. You thought it was fun. You thought you was doing something. You thought you was the one. Now you don't get to do that. So that's the difference. So yeah, in his case, it would be considered snitching because of that, though. Do you have any good California jokes? Any California jokes? No, not California jokes. With him after the paperwork came out. Yeah. Also, he was denying it as well. Have you ever tried? No, I haven't. It was called. Well, everything went up already, bro. Everything's jacked up. Everything's starting to, soar up. Eastside Cribs, cuz 20, we rolling. Loke. Well, that's cool, my boy. That's all to the gravy. Yeah, he knew he was signed up for as a tagger, that he ended up saying. Yeah, he knew. So he don't get to tell. Like, stay in the right path, like do shit right, and none of this shit would happen. Right? So the fact that you wanna, throw your shit away, then you don't get to point the finger. Like, bro, nobody was telling you to participate in the reindeer games and, be out there. You know what I mean? You should have stayed in school, got your education and earn your money the right way and live life the right way, and you wouldn't have to be worrying about all this bullshit. It's really that easy. I took a DNA test and found out that I'm somehow my own cousin. Oh, yeah, you told me that last time. At least I think it was you. Innocent bystanders giving info to law enforcement is way different than a criminal giving. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And yet they call the law-abiding citizens like snitches, and it's like, what the fuck? Like that's what they get to do, bro. Like, they don't want to participate in the games, bro. Like you're gonna blame them for fucking telling on you, bro. Like, so you want to hold them to the same standards as you? So you want them to live life by following gangster rules? What other rules should they follow, my guy? Since you're over here fucking laying down the rules for everybody. You get what I'm saying? That shit is stupid. High minimum wage, high prices. It's happening in Florida too. Yeah, it's happening, throughout the whole entire fucking country. But everybody's, was swearing that Donald Trump was gonna make this grand difference, bro. He was saying how under Biden everything was going up, and Biden wasn't controlling, and everything was going up. Well, what's your excuse, Trump? And then all the ones that were talking shit about Biden because of that reason, right? Now that it's happening with Trump, they just all of a sudden they're quiet, or they'll come with some weird ass excuse, right? Like, nah, well, it's different, bro. This was actually deporting people. Like, well, why do you keep bringing that up, bro? We're talking about a whole different topic now. We're talking about the state of our economy, bro, and the price of inflation and all that. Like, why do you keep bringing up a whole different topic? Why are you bringing up immigration when we're over here talking about fucking inflation? That's like if we're over here talking about fucking basketball and you're over here bringing up football, homie. Like the fuck? The fuck does Tom Brady have to do with over here a discussion with LeBron James and Michael Jordan on who's the GOAT? Weird ass fool. Like, over here discussing like what's better, the Jumbo Jack or the Big Mac, and then the homie comes in, he's like, well, you know which one's better? The fucking, it was Harley Davidson motorcycles. Like, what? Fuck are you bringing up that shit for? What are we talking about? Something completely different, homie. Yeah, they don't seem to notice or understand. It's crazy because when these guys get busted and want to tell, they start saying stuff like the gang forced them to do the crime. I know, that's what I'm saying. All of a sudden, it starts to be like, before they were laughing and, they were willingly doing it and being like, yeah, homie, we showed them, we smashed on them. And now that they get arrested, it's like, well, they made me do it, bro. They forced me. Nah, man, they let me. Ain't nobody have my bag, man. It's like, huh? Of course, of course. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and yeah, never doesn't seem to amaze me. Uh, I mean, a crime in front. I, you committed a crime in front of a civilian until you have no right to be mad. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, these fools are mad because they fucked up. They mad because they took somebody who's not from the gang, and now this fool's telling. The fuck did you think was gonna happen, bro? Doing some shit in front of this fool who has no gang ties, or why should he follow the rules? Why should he? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. You fucked up, bro. You fucked up by taking this fool with you. You fucked up by doing shit in front of him. You want to be mad at somebody? Be mad at that person on the other side of the mirror. Mad at this fool for what? For what you fucked up? You know what I mean? Nah, bro. It's really that simple, bro. You know how the fucking waters run, bro. Why are you acting brand new for? Or like, oh, they're doing the right thing, finally telling, they're growing up. Like, no, that's not what's happening. The only reason why he's now telling and turning on the gang and everything is because they got caught, and now he's looking to save his ass. They would have never got caught. He would still be running around and doing the shit he's doing. So it's not because all of a sudden he's growing up and had a change of heart and is doing what's right. And no, he's doing it because he's looking to save his own ass. So there's nothing about this learning thing and being a bigger person and growing. No. It's a selfish act. He's looking. He was participating willingly. He chose to do all of this willingly. Now he's looking to save his own ass. That's not growth. That's not fucking him taking responsibilities. That's not him, all of a sudden now having morals. That's selfish. And another act of, of how he's a fucking coward and all that. Don't give me that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is not me hating on people that tell because of the G codes and everything like that. But breaking it down, bros, because it's what's the truth, bro. You get what I'm saying? You know, if he really would have been a good individual and all that shit and what the then he wouldn't have been participating in all the bullshit. Plain and simple. You know, because if they're not getting a shorter sentence or if they're not getting nothing in return, then they're not dropping no info. Yeah, but it's a deed, you know, looking to make change. And so when you hear all these people speak against these ex-gang members speak against these individuals, right? But it's like, well, how'd you get released out of prison, though? Oh, well, see, it's because, you know, if I cooperated, you know, they shortened my term. Ah, all right. Okay, so I get it. I get what you're doing right here. Uh-huh. This guy Mexican. I'm actually Mexican American. But if I was, you know, all of those things, I don't see what the issue would be. Some of them want their girlfriends to drive to them while they do the crime. And yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, this shit is stupid. You know, she's mind blowing, mind blowing. 17 students out here in Utah getting deported because of drugs. That's what, look, see, that's the thing that I don't understand that blows my mind is that these people are coming to get their education, right? They're in these universities, their education, you know, looking to better themselves, and yet this is who they're focusing on, right? You know, you know, the people fucking doing charity work and, you know, are you know, kind people, kind human beings, and these are the people that, you know, and for what? For what reason? Say, no one has a problem with that for deporting all these gang members and criminals and rapists, and okay, it's understandable. Why would you want them here in your country? But like, when you're focusing on these people, and it's like, you know, now these people are cheering, like, fuck yeah, get them out of here. Like, well, why do you dislike these individuals so bad? They're just getting they're going to universities and getting their educations. So you rather than focus, you know, resources, money into that instead of actually fixing shit like our economy, like like um like where did all these emotions come from? Where did you harbor all this hatred towards these individuals that you rather you not fix actual real problems like our economy, right? And instead, you know, blow money on shit like this on people who are looking to just better themselves. Like that's just this is a trip. Tekken or Street Fighter? Street Fighter for sure. Yeah, I was just watching the interview with ex member Rene Boxer Enriquez. He was doing these hits for the organization, and he wants a second chance after defecting and snitching. And yeah, you know, it's crazy. He was a bad guy, but now that he's you know testifying against these individuals, all of a sudden he's not a bad guy. Right? Because this is still not a selfish act that he's doing, right? Because you know he committed all kinds of murders, yet he's out here, you know, with the free people. But this was not about him or doing it because of him and shit like that, right? He was looking to actually make a difference and change. I'm like, okay, whatever you guys say. You know, it's funny. And then come out and yet still speak about their activities, right? And you know, glorification. Always to keep these youngsters out of jail. I doubt how any of this information is going to keep anybody, you know, from becoming a gang member. You know, you as well as I know that this type of information is not going to help these people, bro. And me and you, we are people who cannot help these individuals. The only ones that can help these individuals is their parents, not us. You know, you can be an ex gang member, you can be the person that giving the greatest advice in the world, But if the advice is not coming from those who they want to hear it from, it's not going to make a fucking difference, regardless, of how great your advice is. Give the best advice if he goes home, and he gets in an argument and there he's being, verbally abused or physically abused, and all the advice you gave him is flying out the window, period. He's not even going to remember what the fuck you said. Now his emotions are going to take over, obviously because he's going through puberty, new hormones doesn't even control them, right? He's going to go base all his decisions now on his, emotions, which at that time is going to be rage, sadness, anger, you know what I mean? So all the shit that you said is flying out the window, bro, period. And that's not me being negative. It's just the reality of things, the psychology of things. Go and argue with the research. You're mad at me for just speaking on what the research says. But yes, you go know better than these individuals in these universities teaching the greatest minds on the planet. But okay, Mr. barely even graduated high school. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.